Alright, how we doing, folks? It's your boy Margo's Freestyle Friday, and we're gonna shut up here pretty quick because I want to hear what we gonna talk over here to our little son Jimmy.
You're a faggot and you like that sort of shit, and then I'll just rape your mom instead.
Nice TV. Did I pay for that?
Yeah, you smashed the other one, didn't you?
All right, come on. I want to go for a ride.
I gotta meet a friend.
All right, so I'll go meet him with you. Come on, I want to get out of the house. I'm not going alone.
Come on. This is fucking bullshit.
This kid,
Bullshit.
man. I
Threatening
smacked
to
the crap
molest
out
your
of him.
online buddies is bullshit.
They're not my buddies.
They're the only people you speak to.
Huh. I mean, when you're looking at it here, I mean, Michael's my favorite character. I'm gonna get into a little bit later why, but like he talked like these are real.
Where's
This is
your
real
friend?
shit.
Burger shot. Careful.
Yeah, nice to see the kids are still hanging out at the burger joints. Me and the guys, we'd go down to the diner after class every day. You know, get milkshakes, fries.
Dude, please. You know, you're really creeping me out.
I'm trying to relate to you.
No, you're trying to take me on some nostalgia trip. You're such a cliche.
Oh, says the dope-smoking, game-playing, live-at-home world owes him a living millennial.
I knew it! I knew it! The mask was gonna slip. The monster's been exposed.
The hell are you talking about?
The real...
Yeah, I gotta
the
work my
real
drive.
you. That bitter, vindictive old man. You pretend you're being a father, but you hate me, don't you?
I don't hate you, Jim. How many times... I love you. Look, I'm sorry if I don't express that correctly, but why do you think we're here together?
Because you're scared shitless of being alone?
Jesus. How about that one as an answer?
You
Wow,
really have to
what a
meet my
kid.
friend?
Yeah, I really
Real name, Curtis Craig, turned his back on the gangster life 3 years ago to
Around, make sure you're on that little yellow circle. God forbid we're not on
There
it.
is the friendly neighborhood drug dealer.
Yo,
Bro, man, what's up?
what's
How
up,
you
man?
doing?
Good to see you. What are you turning tricks to pay for this shit, huh? Hey, who's your old man?
It's my dad.
Oh, all right, Mr. DeSanto.
Yeah, you the kid selling Jimmy pot by the pound?
Ah, Jimmy, bro, your dad's funny, man.
Come on, do this shit and let's get going.
Oh, yeah, you got that other thing?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man, what the fuck? Jimmy!
Just hold on a second.
Oh,
All right, later on.
Careful with that.
Hey, let's bounce.
Bounce. We're bouncing now. Is that what we're doing? Jesus fucking Christ.
Solid move right there, getting out of the parking lot. I think that was pretty good
Alrighty then.
driving.
Now what?
Can we just get back to the house, please?
We've been out of the house for like 5 seconds, and this kid's like, oh, I hate Jimmy. Yeah, what a child.
So, want a drink?
I'm driving.
Because normally you're such a between the white lines, friend to the pedestrian kind of guy.
Fine. Give it here.
There we go, take a nice little swig of the drink. Again,
Okay,
hydration
your
on.
turn.
Maybe when we get home.
Ah, who's the square now?
I'm starting to feel a little woozy.
All of a sudden, uh-oh.
No. Really? This is not
Chill
normal.
out.
You're just paranoid. It's not paranoia. This is totally justified
You
concern.
can see yourself.
On the phone. This ain't right. I gotta pull over. Oh, what was in there? It's harmless. Vets have been using it for decades. You anesthetize me? You fucking shit. I'm protecting you from yourself. Also, I took money from your bank account and I'm moving out. All right? You're too crazy, Dad. Goodbye. Jimmy!
What a dickhead. Your own son drugs you, leaves you in the middle of the street, and takes your car. Man, it doesn't get much more real than that. When we talk about real, like keeping it real, what real is. God, and then we're getting dragged off the street by a kind soul, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what happens. This is where Grand Theft Auto shines right here, because it gives you that real stuff. It gives you that real talk of, you know, what exactly is going on over there with Michael and, you know, his family and the issues he's having with his wife and his children. And then all of a sudden you wake up surrounded by a ton of crazy monkeys who apparently got you off the street, and now there's a bright light that's taking us all the way up to the sky. We're getting abducted. How about that one, huh? From having issues with your son to getting abducted. All in a day's walk in Grand Theft Auto 5. No biggie. But Michael's my favorite character out of all of them. And I'm gonna talk through over here while these guys do their tests and whatnot. He's my favorite out of the three, you know, because we've seen people like Franklin, you know, CJ and San Andreas. They're not the same person, but we've seen that kind of gangbanger type dude. Trevor, I think could apply to any character in Grand Theft Auto. You know, you're always wild and reckless at some point. But I don't think we've ever seen a guy like Michael. You know, Michael, he's like a real person now. He used to do the heists, and he used to be the best bank robber in Los Santos or whatever the hell they call him. This song is awesome, by the way. I downloaded it and I got it on my iPod, listening to it twice a day at least.
What do you want, Michael?
But you know, so he did that lifestyle, and then all that situation happened. You know the storyline. I'm not gonna break it down to you, but there's a storyline as to why Michael's where he is right now. But he tried to remake his life. He tried to live a normal life, you know, as best as a Grand Theft Auto character could. So I think his wife was a stripper, and he. You know, he married her and whatnot, so that might as well. Don't marry strippers. Just do like the record. Well, you know, I'm not gonna say that, man. I know a couple strippers. They're cool. So I wouldn't. You know, maybe I would marry a stripper. I don't know. You know, the whole love in the strip club thing is not the best idea with that. Anyway, but he's got kids. You know, he has issues with kids. I mean, his daughter, and it's all exaggerated. You know, the Grand Theft Auto 5 is all about grabbing that American dream and distorting it and putting it up above its head. And just, you know, completely just destroying, just having a sarcastic view of what the American dream is and what it represents. Because he's living the American dream. He's retired at like 30-something. He's chilling. He's got a smoking hot wife. He's got healthy kids. And his life's a mess. And the kid's life's a mess. And everybody's a bunch of spoiled brats. And it's just... It's an interesting dynamic for a Grand Theft Auto game that normally is known. You know, when you think Grand Theft Auto, you think I'm gonna go like my favorite example I always say is, you know, you go, you bang out a hook with a car, and then you shoot it. That's like Grand Theft Auto for you in a nutshell. That's what you think of. You think of running over civilians. You think of getting chased by cops. You think of all that good stuff Grand Theft Auto is. And all of a sudden, it hits you with a curveball because Michael's like a real person with real life issues. Sure, they're exaggerated, but it's real. You know, it's real talk. Like the kid who's just online. Michael said he's like, Jimmy's like, those aren't my friends, and Michael's like, what do you mean? You spend more time talking to them than you do anybody else? That's true. I mean, think about it. I spend more time. I had moments, I had weeks where I talked to Garrick, for example, more than I talked to some of my friends, and I don't even know Garrick. We just play online. He's friends with a friend. I don't even know him. I like know more about him sometimes than I do like about people that I actually know. I'm not even online all that much, but it just happens to be an easy form of communication. You're just there and you see each other. And it's interesting, you know, when I say like, is Garrett my friend? Yeah, he's my friend. I don't know him. He's my friend though. Maybe one day I'll get to know him. If I'm in Chicago, bro, we'll have a great jolly old time. You know what, man, Chicago's a little bit rough. Maybe we'll go somewhere safer than Chicago. And then after that whole flying thing, I wasn't sure how low can you go? How low you could actually go to the ground, so I was kind of dipping and dodging over there. But that's my main reason to like Michael, man. I mean, he presents, and he does give you that toughness and whatnot that a Grand Theft Auto character always has to give you. You could do wild shit with him. He's integral to the storyline. I think he's the main essential character to me in the storyline. And you know, I know there's 3 characters with 3 different storylines, but if I had to pick and he's pissed. I don't blame him. You're still like hungover. If I had to pick a main character for the game, I'd say Michael's that main character, and the game kind of starts you off with him. You know, I think it starts you off talking to a therapist or whatever after you do the prologue mission. I think it starts you off for a reason. I think he's the main character. Everyone else branches off him, and he is, to me, the most unique Grand Theft Auto character ever made. You know, I think when you look at story-wise, the 2 biggest ones are you know, these 3 guys in this game, and then Nico as well. But Nico, you know, his was typical immigrant, not typical immigrant, but, you know, an immigrant story of coming over there to the U.S. and burying all his past and all that stuff. It was good for the time, but I don't think it's as intricate as this storyline is, per se, because he could take a lot more leeway over there. Nico always, you know, had some random issue that happened in Russia that you can't talk about. This guy, it's all wide in the open. It's all exposed. It's all to us to see what it is and what a disaster his life is. You know, look at the crib. Don't look at the bicycle, don't look at the clothes. Whatever your clothes, bro. Like, the monkeys took it. Like, come on, man. Then we're coming over here. He is not a happy camper.
I'm home.
I went right to Jimmy's room. I'm like, I'm gonna mess this dude up. I was like, there's no way that he moved so
Kids?
quickly. And then
Tracy?
I don't see anybody over here in my wife's
Trace?
room. I'm like, where's Jimmy's room? Let me get up in here. It's locked. I'm like, oh, come on, man. What is going on? I was like, is that Jimmy's room? This
Hello?
is Jimmy's room. I was like, okay, he's still here.
Jimmy?
Jimmy? Jimmy? You're not playing Call of Duty, buddy, or whatever they call it. Rage is Streets of Rage or no, Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage? I think Streets of Rage is a video game, actually.
I'm back!
There you go. I'm back. We got ourselves a nice little note we're going to listen to. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
I think
Have a
you
great
finally
weekend,
lost
everybody.
your mind. Your recent behavior and the company you've been keeping already had me very concerned. Now you've taken to attacking my Fabian, who is a close friend, and then Jimmy said you took drugs while driving him in your car.
Huh. What a dick.
We've decided to move out for a while. You promised me you'd change, and you haven't changed a bit. I know you say I always act like I'm in a movie. Well, this isn't that. I think I'm gonna speak to a lawyer. I'm just really confused. Please don't try to contact us and try not to get yourself killed. Amanda.
Because talking to a lawyer really helps out every situation. Oh, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great one.